Yeah, that was crazy. Jesus. I actually was watching the game. It was crazy. It's pretty, it's okay.
What does it take?
It's not a no-point triple-double or nothing. I only said that because DeMarcus, he texted me last year. I was like, can you just score? So, but that was crazy, man. Amazing game. What was the first time since 72 or something? Yeah, that's... And then he had 4 steals. Nobody kind of talked about that part of it. It was, man, great night for sure. When we play, if I have a game where I get, a triple-double with 4 points, those are the times you're going to hear from Cuz. We actually was talking junk a couple weeks ago. I saw a highlight of his, of him at Summer League. And it was just funny because his game is totally different now. So, made fun of that a little bit. Yeah, we talk about that too. Definitely. Yeah, I mean, we always kind of had like a love-hate relationship playing against each other. It's like we're cool when we see each other. Then on the court, it's just like madness. But then Olympics got really close. Really close, so. I mean, that's a brotherhood. You go out there, spend, I think over the course of training camp and, 7 or 8 weeks together, and you kind of just build a brotherhood. It's you against the world, us guys against the world. And so, relationships grow. And, there's relationships that came out of that experience, that'll last far beyond basketball. And that's one of them.
Would you be a guy at a point in your career you'd like to play alongside him?
Yeah, I mean, playing alongside Cuz got to be special. It's probably, one of the most talented players in the NBA, and so just the things that he can do on the basketball court is, pretty special.
He kind of set the blueprint for guarding Kristaps in his rookie season, getting physical with him, getting under his dribble. Why has that been so successful? Why have you been so successful?
I mean, he's 7'3", so you got to kind of try something. Try not to let him get to a spot so you can shoot right over anybody. So it's just kind of something that I experimented with, had a little success with, but he's a much different player now, stronger, smarter, better, so same things you can do to somebody as a rookie don't quite work in year 4 is this for him now? So,
3.
Year 3, yeah, same thing don't kind of work, so you gotta keep readjusting that.
I remember after the home game last year, you said some things that you said you took personally. Any of that lingering at all? Or?
No, it's a new year. Only thing that really needs to linger is he's a special player. When you play against a talent like that, you want to do whatever you can to stop him. So that's enough in itself.
Last week, you're a little critical of yourself with your play overall, but all things considered, you still did a lot this season. So with that, what's your kind of outlook for being reserves?
Obviously it's something that that you want, so something I'll be excited about. But I do know it's a tough pool. So it is what it is. Whatever happens, happens. Want to be an all-star, one of the top guys in the league. But at the end of the day, I'm here to win championships. So if it happens, it happens. If not, oh well.
What would it mean to you if you guys could have 4 all-stars for the second year?
I mean, it'd be great. I'm not sure how many times it's been done, but it says a lot. But it's like I said, it's a tough pool. So I don't know what the chances of that is.
Do you think it's also harder to be recognized considering a lot of what you do on the defensive end?
I think I've kind of gotten past the point of like, I don't score 20 points a game, and so, I'm not I've gotten my recognition, and that's I'm not the guy who's going to say, oh, man, they don't recognize me and they don't realize what I do. No, I think I've gotten quite a bit of recognition for what I bring to the floor. And so probably more so than anyone that's ever gotten that does what I do. You know, and so, no, I get enough recognition.
Are you a proponent of taking the best 24 players regardless of the conference?
I mean, there's so much that go into that. In some ways, you say yes. But then, would that be right? Like, I don't think it's no right or wrong answer. I know there was some conversation about that, but I don't know.
Draymond, there's a really serious sports story going on right now. Do you know the name Larry Nassar?
Yeah, of course I do.
The Team USA gymnastics coach, and when it wasn't an Olympics year, he was using athletes at Michigan State. What do you know about Larry?
I mean, I know he's a doctor at Michigan State. You know, obviously he was there when I was there. I didn't have any idea of kind of all that stuff that was, you know, supposedly going on. Kind of feel sorry for the victims. You know, you got to live the rest of your life with that stuff. And, you know, I can't really say much to that, you know, as like, I've never experienced that. You know, that's never hit close to home with me. And when I say close to home, like obviously a family member, a female family member dealing with stuff like that. But my niece is actually a gymnast. She's 9. She's like has aspirations of going, you know, playing in the competing in the Olympics. So I kind of just try to think about it in the sense of like, man, she's a few years younger, maybe she dealt with that, and then maybe I have a completely different look on it. Not that I don't feel sorry for the victims now, but I just can't. It'll be impossible for me to say I understand what you're going through. I don't understand, but I do feel for them, and I wish them well in their journey through life because, like I said, it's something that never goes away. And so, you know, I wish them all the best and just recovering from that, moving forward in life, and using the experience for the better if that's at all possible.
You talked about how much that school means to you. You make major donations to it. Is it a little disappointing at least to see your school being dragged through all this stuff?
It is disappointing, you know, with the with the actions of one guy, what he can kind of do to the name of a university. It's tough, very disappointing. But I know he doesn't represent what Michigan State stands for. And you know, they say one bad apple spoils a bunch. You know, maybe he heard the name of Michigan State, but one thing I know is it's a very resilient university that will recover. And I know they'll do the necessary things to make sure they correct the problem, make it right as much as you can make that right. You know, like you can never change it, you can never take it away. But I know the university will take the necessary steps to do whatever they can to make sure it doesn't happen again, to help the victims in any way they can, and just move forward.
Basketball question. You guys' home record is worse than your road record. Is that surprising, shocking?
Yeah, we suck.
It's like, you know, that's not. You guys not used to that, you know.
Yeah, we've been pretty great at home over the last few years. Something's went wrong this year. Maybe the crowd ain't loud enough. No, yeah, that's pretty weird. But it's good, I guess, in a sense. Horrible in a sense.
Well, Steve was saying that maybe some of it is because it's fourth year and sometimes it's a little harder to get up for every game, and at home it may be even a little harder than it is on the road to do that.
I think it is at home sometimes, just for the simple fact. Look at the teams we lost to. No disrespect to those teams, but they're not like in the top. Like only top team we lost to was the Rockets at home. So, if I'm not mistaken, I think so. Maybe one other, but not many. And so it's maybe a bit of that, but that's the challenge, when you're kind of on a run like we're on. The challenge is to be able to get up for those games and to stay engaged in the process of getting better each and every time you step on the floor and not necessarily the opponent that you're playing against.
You always basically put on yourself to get you guys emotionally ready. Is that a fair thing to try to do 82 games in a season?
I mean, I think it's fair because that's part of my role. Is it realistic? Probably not, but I don't think it's unfair.
I'm curious, obviously guys have their pregame routines to get physically ready for games, and as the guy who sparks them emotionally, do you have anything sort of like emotionally that you do before a game?
No, I just get ready for the game. I wish I had some amazing story for you, like, yeah, I do this, but I don't.
Hey, one more Chris Stapps story question for me. You say he's changed as a player. Is it just strength, or do you see it different?
I mean, it's definitely strength. He's a lot more aggressive than he was before. He came into the league talented, but a little unsure. He's not unsure anymore. So, attitude in this league is everything. And this is a lot different than it was when he was a rookie.